Now, one other thing that we need to talk about with processes, services, application, background applications is the idea of running scheduled tasks. So there may be tasks that you want to run on a regular basis. You don't want to manually run them. You want them to automatically run on their own. Now, in Windows, we do this using the task scheduler. In Linux, we do this using, we call it a cron tab. So it's C-R-O-N, right window here, C-R-O-N-T-A-B. There we go. And I remember this by thinking cron, chronometer, or time, and TAB short for table. So it's the timing table. And that's how I remember cron tab. Now, cron tab is the cron tab file is how you're going to schedule tasks. And we'll start by doing cron tab -L, and that will show us all of our scheduled tasks. Now, notice I have no scheduled tasks, no cron tab for David. If I want to view cron tab for somebody else, it would be cron tab, and I'd have to sudo it. Sudo cron tab for the user. I'm going to do S Smith, of which I don't have one, by the way, -L. And it says, yeah, I don't have a user S Smith. Okay, fine. So that is how I'd look at the cron table for somebody else. Okay, now let's say I want to create my cron tab or edit my cron tab. Well, that's going to be cron tab -E for edit. And the first time you go to do this, it asks you to pick an editor for your cron tab. The cron tab is basically going to be a text file, like all of your configuration files pretty much in Linux. They're all just a regular text file. So it's asking me, what do I want to use? I've got 4 editors that I could choose from: Nano, Vim Basic, Vim Tiny, or Ed. I want to use Nano. So I'm just going to notice my default here. I can choose 1 through 4, and my default's number 1. It only asks you that the first time. Okay, here is my cron tab. And all of these comments are going to give me help for it. Now, here is the most important thing. It's this last line here, mhdom-mon-dao command. So this is how we configure our cron tab. So the first option is going to be which minute of the hour do we want this to run on. The second is going to be which hour of the day, 0 through 23. The next one is going to be the day of the month. The third one is going to be what month. The fourth one is going to be 1, 2, 3. The fifth one, fourth one is month. Fifth is day of the week, and then the actual command. So let's say that I want to run an apt update, right? Because I want to keep my apps up to date, and I want to run this. Let's do this every Sunday morning at 1 o'clock. So 1 a.m. So my minute would be 0. My hour would be 1. My day of the week, I don't care which day of the week it is, or day of the month it is, sorry. So that's going to be asterisk. My month, well, that's going to be asterisk. And then my day of the week is going to be in number 0 through 7, 0 being Sunday, and 0 through 6, 0 being Sunday, 6 being Saturday. So I want this to happen on a Monday or on a Sunday. So my day of the week is going to be 0. So 0 minute, hour number 1, any day of the month, any month. The day of the week is going to be 0, and my command is going to be, and normally I should put in the whole command. So not just the not just apt update. Normally I want to put in the full path to it. And the reason we do that is because we need to make sure we're running the right command. We need to make sure it's clear which command we're trying to run. So, and we don't want any confusion here. So my apt is going to be in /usr /bin / and my command is going to be apt update. Okay, there we go. So this should run at that set time. Now I can run specific commands, I can run shell scripts, I can do whatever I want to scheduled in here. To save this, I just Control O to write out, and then Control X to exit. Now let's see if it works. We're going to do crontab-L to list my cron tab. And there it is. We now have listed our cron tab file. So at this point, on 1 o'clock every Sunday morning, this system should run an apt update. Now, obviously, the system has to be on in order for that to work. And since this is a VM that I keep shut off most of the time, that's not going to happen. But in a production environment, this is how you'll schedule tasks to run automatically.